Hey,
Yeah.
when did you, I guess, discover that Santa didn't exist?
Well,
you just knew it. Like,
I think I was late to the game because I'm an over-imaginative kind of guy.
I was late to the game.
I was like 11. I was way too old.
I was 12.
All my friends were like 9. And I'll tell you what did it for me. You know, I was still doing the whole leave cookies out and all that kind of thing. And my parents were pretty good at it, to give them credit. They would do that. They would shake the jingle bells in the other room and be like, oh, fuck, it's Santa Claus. But one night, you know, the cookies thing, the next morning I woke up on Christmas Day and there was fucking meatloaf and beer staining the rug. And I was like, what the fuck happened? My dad was like, yeah, Santa Claus, he came here and helped himself to the meatloaf in the fridge, leftovers. And I was like, what? And then I put it together and my dad got really wasted and fucking ate meatloaf and ketchup and just spilled it on the floor and went to bed. And I was like, you're Santa Claus, you fucking liar.
Yeah, but my parents, like, never tried to hide the fact that they're putting presents in. Like, every night at Christmas, that's the night the kids can't sleep. And they were so fucking loud with the presents and shit. But for some reason, I still believed in it until I was 12.
My parents did that thing where they'd pack the presents beforehand and sneak them downstairs. Like, so they'd be like, don't come in here, I'm getting you Christmas gifts. Or not say anything, or just kind of do it in like a back room.
My parents always put their names on the presents that were good, and then Santa's name on the presents that were shitty.
It's fucking smart.
So maybe that kind of contributed to me never giving a shit about Santa. Because as far as I remember, I don't think I ever believed in Santa. I knew that who Santa was, but like I never had this belief that there's a dude that came into your house and
that's a good point, actually.
Presents under the tree.
I think my parents did the same thing. It was like my dad would give me like a huge like a remote control, like an RC car, but Santa would give me like a fucking Pez dispenser. I was like, fuck Santa, man. I don't care.
Let's talk about Christmas trees. I don't know how popular this is. I guess it's not very popular at all. Go to the store, and 99.9% of the trees are like green, plastic green. I like the plastic trees enough. That's fine. You can reuse them. But I like the white ones. I think the pure white Christmas trees are really lovely.
Now, you say pure white is the best.
Here
Could you talk a little more about that?
Yeah, I like the white trees.
The pure white tree.
No, I just remember, it's like fond in my memory. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, I always thought the Christmas trees were kind of cool. But then I remember I saw a white one that had nothing but blue ornaments and blue lights on it. And I was like, wow, that's the nicest looking tree I've ever seen. It was just really appealing to look at. And not like those bullshit green trees that are sprayed with like aerosol fake ass snow. Like, what's the point? I just like those like white.
Yeah, the white plastic trees.
I mean, obviously they're not real, but I thought they're kind of classy. They're like a blank canvas to put all kinds of stuff on.
I would get dragged out to the Christmas tree farm every fucking year. It'd always be rainy and muddy and cold, and my dad would hand me the saw, and then he'd find the tree, and I'd have to cut it down. And we'd bring it back and set it up. And the tree would always be lopsided, so it would never stand up on its own, even with like the Christmas tree holder. Did you guys get real Christmas trees ever?
I was going to say, we got it one year, and it was the messiest fucking, because
it sheds pine needles.
Yeah, no, you have to put water. You have to sort of keep it half alive with putting water in sitting it in water in this. In the thing that holds it up, but the problem is those things don't work very well. So we had to my dad had to rig this thing with like fishing line to hold at the top of the tree to hold it in place so it didn't fall over.
Yeah, it's like bolted into this like ring at the bottom. It's not because every tree trunk is different.
Yeah,
and so your tree is always going to be lopsided. It's going to be a huge mess. It's a burden to fuck. It's I guess they're cheaper.
And you got to dispose of it.
What's that run you like $70?
I'm not even sure how much they are.
They got to be up there.
But we'd always have to
and then you just throw it in the trash, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Yeah, basically, but there's a woods behind my parents' house, so every fucking year I'd have to, once the thing was pretty much dead, I'd drag it out of the house. I was the one charged with getting rid of it, so I had to put on my big fucking mud boots.
Was it your punishment because you wanted a Christmas tree? You're like Kevin.
I hated it. I hated getting the real. I despised the Christmas tree thing every year. So.
Did you carry it on your back like Jesus?
No.
Did you just get like a moderate size, like human height tree, or did you?
No, it was bigger. It was like those bigger.
8 foot, 9, 10 foot tall trees.
Because where we had it in our house, it had like a higher ceiling, so we could somehow fit a bigger tree. But
was your home like the meeting spot for all the family?
Not really.
Just kind of your own family.
Where did you do it? Where did you do did you ever do the family thing?
We'd pick different. Our family would sort of like choose a different house every year to meet up. But I'll tell you the one thing interesting though, just to finish that story, is I drag it out in the woods, and every year I drag it to the same spot. So there's a big pile of like tree corpses from all the previous years.
Oh, and they're all like degrading. And
it's almost like a chart of like degraded trees all the way down to nothing.
How many are sitting there now?
There's a few. My parents actually stopped getting real trees a few years ago. They finally just had enough, so...
The fake trees are pretty expensive, but I guess you can just fold them up and reuse them.
My family used that fake tree for a good, 7 or 8 years, I think.
So did mine, yeah.
In Ireland, gypsies sell the Christmas trees, and they try to scam you.
They're real trees or like fake ones?
No, real ones. They're like they just stand on the side of the road and they're like, "Hey, I want to buy a Christmas tree."
Why are they
really
Elvis?
No, that's how they talk.
Hey, what about a Christmas tree, baby? Hey.
No.
Don't step on blue suede shoes.
No, they don't. But they, so you have to kind of
pine trees in Ireland, or is it like fake ass like firs and like? It's just pine trees you use,
It's pine trees.
No,
Yeah,
is it firs that you use for Christmas trees?
We've got pine trees.
Do you?
Yeah. Because Ireland,
We've got fine pine trees.
we do.
Fine trees.
Fine trees.
Fine trees.
But in Ireland, it never snows or anything, so it's not really. It never really feels that Christmassy.
You guys celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
I thought you had like Boxing Day or some shit on the 25th, and you celebrate Christmas later.
Where the fuck did you hear that? No. It's Christmas on the Christmas day, and then the next day is Boxing
Let me
Day.
tell you how many people give a shit about Ireland. It's just something I heard, and whatever, you know.
No, Boxing Day is the next day.
What the fuck is Boxing Day again?
It's just the day
It's
after
where you
Christmas.
walk out the street, you're all drunk, and you fucking hate each other in the mouth, and whoever dies
I believe that.
first wins.
Is it just a celebration of boxing, the sport, or is it like?
Oh, I have no idea.
Or is it like
I think
boxing?
it's like boxing stuff up and giving it. I think it's where you give stuff back. So you take it back to the store, I think.
Oh, you're packaging
I
stuff.
think. I know it has to do with packaging. I'm pretty sure.
I don't fucking know.
What do you
Shit,
guys do
look it
by
up.
that?
Okay, Google. Mine just searched OK Google.
Okay, Google. What is Boxing Day?
Boxing Day, in parts of the British Commonwealth, a public holiday celebrated on the first day, strictly the first weekday after Christmas Day.
All right, thanks.
What does that mean? What does it do? Just look it up on Wikipedia.
You should add something
Okay, so
to that.
it's a holiday traditionally celebrated the day following Christmas Day, when servants and tradespeople would receive gifts known as Christmas box from their bosses or employers in the United Kingdom, Canada, Hong Kong. So it's basically when the day after Christmas, you give, like, if you're somebody's boss, you give them, like...
Oh, I see.
Is that what that
Isn't that
means?
wonderful?
Well, I like my version better where people punch each other in the face.
We don't even call it Boxing Day. We call it St. Stephen's Day.
We call it a Christmas bonus that you get before Christmas, so you could use the bonus on stuff for Christmas. Your countries are broken and backwards, and I don't like it.
God bless America.
God bless America, the
God
best
bless
country
America.
ever.
God bless America.
God bless America,
God
the
bless
red, white, and
America.
blue.
Come on, guys. It's supposed to be Christmas. We're supposed to be all friends here.
Fuck you.
Ooh.